What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. Live before lock. It feels like we just left you on Friday. I'm back here with TST. How are we doing, sir?
Not gonna lie, a little under the weather. Was feeling a little questionable this afternoon if I'd be here, but unlike Jaden Ivey, I'm gonna try to push through it.
Oh wow! One of the many stars today with a questionable with a Q tag. TST also one of them. And for those, the information is probably not helpful now because it's too close. But if you guys missed it, I'll link TST's YouTube channel after the show. But go check out what TST's doing over on his channel. He's been posting some so rare content. So go check that out. We're back. So this is what we're going to do today. We're going to be going over all of the injury news. We have a lot of stuff up in the air. Then we're going to dive into the projections. We'll complain a little bit about my past performance, 4 points away from a rare contender reward in this past game week, which was awful. So we'll do that, and then we'll get into some questions and answers. But I know why the people are here today, and it's not for analysis. It's for a sick ass giveaway. So this is what we're doing today. You like the stream, you subscribe, and just like our man Bosie did Gillespie, put hashtag Gillespie into the chat. And here's the thing. We're already giving away a rare tier card, and I just want to shout out. Let's see who I'm shouting out right now, because when we did live before lock on Friday, we had a first-time winner. And the reason I know it's a first-time winner is because they DM'd me on Instagram. Shout out our man Devon. Devon Cuban took it down, baby. Took down his first time watching Team Hold, took down a reward. So it's not just the OGs taking rewards in. You can win. So we're going to give away a rare tier card at the end of the show. But here's the thing. We're at 58 live viewers right now. If we get up over 200 live viewers, we will give away a second rare tier card. And you're probably like, Mike, you're giving away garbage. Sort of. I gave away a Jock Landell. All right. That's middle of the road garbage. That's like $30 or something. I don't know. So anyways, like the stream, subscribe, hashtag Gillespie. Before we dive into the injury news, TST, anything? How did you fare this week? I saw you won like big cash prizes.
So I got a tier 4. I think I got Nick Richards from my, limited underdog, which is like such an afterthought for me. And then the other afterthought, which I really like this year because it's just like throw in your your 5 highest cap players you didn't use in the,
right.
What is that? The street ball one or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that one's just cash prizes. And I won myself a nice dollar in ETH.
Hell yeah. We got breaking news right now, by the way, and God, it's so good for my bags. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to play tonight after was not even like a question if he was like, I'm stumbling over my words. We did not think he was going to play, and then bang, we get a Q tag halfway through the day, and now all of a sudden he's locked and loaded. SGA is in. So breaking news. We're going to go over to Underdog for our injury news right now, and I'll show you the lay of the land. And then TST, let me know if I'm missing anything, so that way you can catch me up here. So SGA was the first one listed. They had him as questionable. Also, if you're over on Underdog, they just put a special out for the next half hour for their pick'ems over 18.5 points for SGA. Anyways, SGA
Mike, hit a refresh there. You're gonna get a lot update.
Oh, there we go. Okay, thank you.
There we go. Bam.
There we go. So SGA.
In.
Oh, I missed all of this. SGA's in. Luka's in. Kyrie's in. Jokic was a late probable, but it sounds. I mean, he's probable. Jimmy Butler is playing. RJ Barrett is questionable. The Porzingis was at TSC. I'm going to steal your joke. The Board 8 Yacht Club party. It's questionable with an eye. Draymond Green is questionable. They're on a back-to-back. That makes me a little nervous. Markelle Fultz, we already knew is out. Devin Vassell is out. Kelvin Johnson is questionable. Derek White's still out, being a good old dad. Denny Avdija is questionable. Gafford is questionable. Let me see if I'm missing anything else here as we scroll down. Yeah, the Detroit Pistons are down a fuck ton. So Jaden Ivey's out. Burks is doubtful. Joe Harris is only allowed to play one game a month. Boyan's still out. Monty Morris and Isaiah Livers still out. We already did the Spurs stuff. Project Pacers, no news. Maxi Kleber's questionable. Orlando's are without Isaac again. Gary Harris and Wendell Carter Jr. with the broken hand. Kispert, Q-Tag again. Sixers, Batum's available. We know with the Clippers, we got James Harden back in the starting rotation. Nick Claxton sounds like he's going to miss a few more games. Cam Johnson's still out. On the Lakers side of things, are without Jackson Hayes, Rui, Gabe, Vando, and Jalen Hood. Shafino again. Miami, I don't think there's anything of note except for Caleb Martin is still out. Let's see. Anything else that really sticks out here? Caruso's probable. Fox is still out. Trey Lyles is still out. The Rockets. I don't know. Nothing really. I think we got most of the shit here. I can't believe SGA is in. That is beautiful. Oh, CJ McCollum collapsed lung over the weekend. Brutal. So he's going to miss some time. I'm excited to talk about not him missing time, but what they might do. Jamal Murray is out. It sounds like it's going to be day-to-day, and that is just about it. Good Lord. TST, any sort of like big picture slate takeaways from the injury news and all that stuff?
I would say the biggest ones for me is probably Jamal Murray and CJ.
Yeah.
So those two, and then you could like Porzingis, if he ends up out along with White being out, you could talk me into mattering as much as those ones. But I think the two big ones are definitely New Orleans and Denver.
Yeah, we'll get into some of the projections. They're kind of I think some of them are straightforward. Some of they're fringe plays. Also, like the stream, subscribe, #Gillespie, as we'll get into that. There's some fringe plays there that we'll dive into. I think that's it. Why don't we remind the people, like the stream, subscribe, #Gillespie. For those just joining, we're going to give away a rare tier card. If we get over 200 live viewers, we're going to give away a whole nother rare tier, which is just so, this is doing the people's work here, okay? So get in there, like the stream, subscribe, #Gillespie. Let's head over to Momentum Labs, where those are the projections we use. We're going to start at the bottom. Now we're here. We'll start at the bottom. Oh, no, it's underdog. Oh, my God. Wrong projections, Zakarian. Wrong projections. You can't see that. What we're going to do, we'll start towards the bottom. We'll just kind of go like 0 through 10 and work our way up here. But I do want to start with Gillespie. So let me, what?
Don't we all?
Well, he's got a cap of 2. So I was texting with the bros, with the boys, after Jamal Murray went down, because Gillespie is someone, went to Villanova, missed his rookie year with an injury, and then got his first bucket in that game. Now, I think the big picture stuff from Jamal Murray being out is obviously Jokic takes on the same amount of responsibility. Jokic is going to do a little bit more. Aaron Gordon, I think his usage goes up a little bit. And then Reggie Jackson most likely slides into the starting lineup. So I think those are the 3 main takeaways. But I do think Gillespie at a cap of 2. I mean, honestly, you just need him out there for 12 to 15 minutes. And I think he can roll into 10 fantasy points. Or 10 so rare points, that is. I don't know. What's kind of your take on the Denver situation?
Well, I mean, after Jamal Murray went down, it was pretty encouraging for Gillespie, just because he played, I think, 11 minutes or something. Mm-hmm. He got 10 so rare points in those 11 minutes. So, there's an argument to be had. It's more, what lineup are you looking to put him into? Because whatever you're getting out of that cap, better make up for it, because he probably doesn't. His ceiling is probably 40, 15, 20 max.
Yeah.
You get 20, you're laughing though. Because
oh my God, if he 10x's his cap, I mean, I think if you're playing a contender type lineup and he gets you 12 points, you're alive. If you're playing a champion type lineup, I think you need to be in that 17 to 20 range in order to get there. And good news for you people, playing them in both, baby, which I'm excited to talk about when we get to my lineups. But I'll go through 2 through 10 and just shout out some of the people that are projecting well, and then you hit me with some of your favorites. So in that same game, Jalen Pickett, another and actually, you know what I'm going to do real quick? I'm going to refresh this just in case John updated this in the last few minutes, which he did not. But I just want to point out, I'll scroll back down, that Micic from the Thunder is still projecting pretty well, but that was assuming Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was not playing. So I would put him in dark red. I don't think Micic is a good play anymore, but Pickett in that same game has a cap of 3 and a projection of 7. You got Jackson Hayes has also been ruled out, so we don't have to worry about him. Max Christie, though, with a cap of 4 and a projection of 11, probably gets a little bit more of a boost with taking away that Jackson Hayes projection. We've got Luke Cornett, Sneeps' favorite guy. We get into the 6 range, Shake It Up, Milton, Jaden Springer. The 7 range, Kira Lewis Jr., who we should talk about that Pelican situation here in a second. Zeke Naji, AJ Green. At the 8 range, you got Aaron Holiday, Dwight Powell, Grady, Big Old Dick. In the 9, we'll stop with 9. Sammy Hausekad is projecting well, especially if Porzingis and White both miss. He's just going to get out there and chuck Haywood Highsmith, Peyton Watson, Paul Reed, all those guys. Anybody in that 2 to 10 range pop for you?
I mean, it's funny because I had Peyton Pritchard on my cardio club tweet today.
Hell yeah.
If, with Derek White out, he's produced well in the minutes he's gotten at different times before in the past. He hasn't been
Definitely.
But that's probably a lot to do with the extra weapons they have. So if you get rid of Porzingis and White, then he's got a shot there to do something with a cap of 9. I don't know about the Kira Lewis. I would probably stay away from that based on, I'm sure we'll talk a little more about New Orleans as we get a little higher up, but I'd rather wait and see. It's not like his cap is going to explode and you can't use him in the future if you already have him, but I would wait and see with him because I don't think his ceiling is that high.
I think if you have to do it, go for it. But I wouldn't force it in. I think that's kind of like, I wouldn't go out of my way to get him in there. I do think we can actually tackle the New Orleans thing now. I'm really excited, too excited, both on every single platform to roll Zion Williamson out tonight. And I'm just kind of planting this flag. I already said this earlier to you as well, TST. Like, I think we might see like point forward Zion. They don't have CJ, who's been doing most of the ball handling. They have 2 young guys in Dyson Daniels and Hawkins that are going to run around a bunch. But I just have a feeling that we're going to see more ball handling from Zion and maybe even Ingram, although Ingram did look a little rusty in his first game back over the weekend from missing some time. So I think Kira Lewis Jr. is fine. I do really think you can throw him out there, but I totally feel the wait and see approach. But yeah, anybody else in this range that gets your blood moving?
More in the 10 range. Reggie Jackson actually picked up to throw in a lineup, a limited in part. And here's maybe some other strategy. I picked him up because I have a Jokic Series 1 limited. That's my MVP. So I picked up a Reggie Jackson Season 1 for when they do eventually roll out the collection bonus. So it's a little bit of a like 2-for-1 deal. So I picked him up because I do think that he is going to be the biggest benefit of Jamal Murray being out because his cap is like relatively low from the playoff stuff versus his actual role this year right now.
Yeah, the only thing I'll throw out there, I kind of like Reggie a little bit more off the bench, only because I think Jokic is going to do most of the work. But
do you even see that as like a possibility that he gets leapfrogged into the starting lineup even?
Reggie?
Like calling in the starting lineup and then Reggie.
No. I think Reggie starts. I think Reggie starts or Christian Brown starts. And if Christian Brown starts, my Connor Gillespie shit is like, I'm dead. I'm just so dead. But I'm playing Reggie Jackson as well in my limited contender. Jonathan Kuminga. So yeah, we'll just hit 10 to 20 now. So Kuminga continues to project well. We got Draymond Green, who is questionable. And if he misses, obviously Kuminga, Andrew Wiggins, those types of guys get nice boosts. Maybe even Dario Saric.
So he's now a game time decision.
Okay.
They tweeted it out, so that's leaning more that he's playing, it seems.
Yeah, I would think so. Okay, so that I still think Kuminga's minutes are obviously his ceiling's a little bit higher if he's out, but Torrey Craig, I'm never interested in playing. Same thing with Georgia Chiang, even though they're projecting really well. Jumping Joe Ingles probably gets a little bit of a boost with Markelle Fultz out, even though he's not the same position as Fultz. He is kind of their ball handler in the second unit. This Bismack Biyombo shit is wild. So Xavier Tillman got ruled out after the game started yesterday, and then played. Do we even know what happened to Tillman?
No, I didn't see it. I just saw all the anger of the fact that it was announced after the game started that
From
he
me.
was.
So
You're not the only person. I've seen other people getting mad about that.
So yeah, Biyombo with cap of 11 and projection of 22. He was pretty solid in his short amount of minutes in last night's action against
30
Portland.
On
yeah, he had a couple. I think like a couple blocks and a couple steals, and that really helped.
I think he had like 14 rebounds or something like.
Yeah, Derek Jones Jr. is still. Mavericks have been using him quite a bit. I really don't love these guys. I'll be honest. I kind of either want to get to Reggie or to Biyombo, but Jones, Covington, Okogie, Cam Reddish, like. I don't know.
Covington has to crack the lineup for Nick Nurse, and then he'll be a play because he'll get 50 minutes.
55, yeah.
And Derek Jones Jr., he sucks when Kyrie plays, and he's really good when he doesn't.
And they're both
it makes no sense because they don't play the same position, and he still starts either way.
It makes no sense. I don't know why coaches are like, dude, it's really important to get our starters in there for like 5 seconds, and then we'll get them out. In the 12 range, Josh Richardson continues to pop. They got Miami has 2 games. I never feel good about it. Scoot Henderson, he missed games over the weekend. I think you got I don't love the Scoot play because I just don't know if he's gonna actually play basketball. Mo Wagner, Malik Beasley, Davion Mitchell all project pretty solid. Davion, dependent on De'Aaron Fox, still missing time. Mo Wagner because Wendell Carter Jr. We also got to talk about Goga when we get up there. Yeah. In the 14 range, Cason Wallace, his projection is going to take a pretty big hit, so I would cross him off as a good play with SGA back in action. Dyson Daniels, we already kind of talked about. Obi Toppin and Quentin Grimes both projecting really well. Sorry, I want to move us along here a little bit. Zaire Williams continues to project well. We talk about him every week. Santi Aldama is back. He returned with a cap of 16 is pretty solid. And then you got Branham, Bones. Let me get to Jalen Johnson, who's been awesome. Jalen Johnson is probably the best play in this range. And then IQ. Anybody that like out in that range that really pops for you?
So I like Mo Wagner over Goya just because I think their ceiling is about the same spot. It'd be pretty normal if Wagner was the one that scored higher. So I'd rather take that extra cap by using him down there. Malik Beasley with 3 games, I think too, is important to note. Just love having a bench player or not a bench starter, fringe starter having a lot of games is always nice. So I think those 2 are nice to highlight.
That's a good call.
Jalen Johnson obviously is
He's been awesome.
Is the play in this range.
My biggest L is selling him in the offseason. Aiden in the chat said Sasser. That's a great call. And with all those Pistons missing time, he's been coming in and just chucking threes. And he's been going like 4 for 6, 5 for 7. Like he's been lights out. So if you already have that play, if you already have Sasser, because again, it's a rookie, so it's hard to come by, then run it out. It's a great play. I love Sasser, so I should have shouted him out. Good catch. Jalen Johnson's great. That's my favorite play in that range. The 19 range IQ is fine. Yeah, is it Goya? Have I been saying Goga? It's Goya.
I don't know.
Oh, you said Goya confidently, so
I don't know.
I feel the exact same way. I actually was excited to play him today because he was like pretty productive in his most recent game. And then I saw his cap was 19, and I was like, oh, that's not actually as fun. The 20 range, though, we have a lot of sex. We have Ben Simmons here off the injury report, a cap of 20. He's honestly like, listen, I want to make Ben Simmons as much as I can, but he's been like an 8, 10, and 10 guy lately. He's been great. Jordan Poole's been dog shit, but he had a pretty solid game. His most recent one. We already talked about like the Pacers having 3 games. Bruce Brown's been out there doing work. Brogdon's been awesome. Brogdon has been so good as Scoot continues. I mean, even with Scoot playing, he's been great, but with Scoot missing time, he's been really, really good. I see people throwing questions in the chat. I promise we'll get to questions. You got to wait till we get through the projection aspect of this. 22, Corey Kiss. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This is Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas has been awesome. One thing to shout out about Cam Thomas here before I move on. They're playing the Milwaukee Bucks tonight. And just, I've talked about it in every morning show I've done. Tyler Hero dropped 35. Maxey dropped 30 plus. 3 different Hawks went for double figures against them. And then Jalen Brunson dropped a 45 on their head the other night. They just can't guard guards. And Cam Thomas has been doing fine when they've been playing real defenses. So I imagine Cam is in a smash spot. He's in an absolute smash spot.
Milwaukee also plays the Pistons and the Pacers because they have 3 games. So, Cade has been turning the ball over 100 times a game, so his value in Sorare is a little down from that. But maybe, when the defense sucks, it is a lot easier to not throw the ball away. And then Halliburton is probably a top MVP play this week with one game against Milwaukee.
It's a great call. That's a great call. I forgot they played each other. D'Lo's still popping. Fultz, they're just hoping he's coming back. So Fultz is too risky. Michael Porter Jr., I want to shout out. He's been on a heater. I think he's been like a 24-9 in his last 2 games or something like that. I imagine he's going to take a few more shots. I'm not really sure if Jamal Murray being out helps or hurts Michael Porter Jr. I mean, maybe it's a couple more shots, but he's not as open.
Yeah, and is it like also like just Michael Porter Jr. kind of ups and downs? It just it happened to look like it helped him, but really he would have done that if he was there or not.
Yeah, he just ride the Michael Porter Jr. wave. J-Dub has a cap of 27. I will say, like, Jalen Williams' cap is now at a place where I feel a lot better playing him. He was like up in the mid-30s for a little bit, and that felt a little high. Again, this gets dinged a little bit because SGA is in, so keep that in mind. Let's keep scrolling up here, and let's get all the way up to 30. Nothing really screaming in this range. DeAndre Ayton, though, has been like playing bad basketball in the sense that, like, I don't think he's helping the Blazers win games right now, but he's racking up points. Anybody in that upper echelon of like 25 to 30 that's been popping for me, like in this entire 20 to 30 range, it's like the 20 plays, the cap of 20 seem to be the best plays, and then Cam Thomas.
Yeah, those 20s are definitely the most appealing in this range. When we get a little higher up, there's
we can just go up. Who's your favorite play in the 30s? We'll just do that now.
Okay, in the 30s, we're talking, that Cade is enticing at 31.
Yeah.
With there's going to be a point where he doesn't have, over 5 turnovers in a game pretty soon. And he's been putting up big numbers aside from that. But, when we're taking a Sorare score and taking at least 10 off it, it really makes a difference. So that's definitely one that I'm looking at. Mobley's been playing really well, and his cap's still at 32. Do you want to risk it with 1 game only? That's the only thing with him.
Mobley has been playing really well in the sense that what I like about players like that is he can get you a few blocks and steals a game. And so, like, even if he doesn't get 20 and 10, it saves you a little bit because he gets those blocks and steals. It's what makes Wemby so valuable. I totally agree with Cade. Levine's cap is low enough that you can run him out there. Garland's looked pretty good, and I feel like they're opening his minutes up a little bit. So I still like Garland in that range. Our boy Miles Turner coming off a heater over the weekend. Jaren Jackson Jr.'s cap is at 34, and so is Zion, and that's crazy. Like, if you own both of these guys, you have to play them. Like, those are a cap at 34 is nuts. Like, Zion hasn't even had a ceiling game yet, and he's still like 23-7. So I like, obviously both of those guys are good plays. Keldon Johnson popping that's Desmond Bane. Desmond Bane's been balling. Obviously Wemby, Chet, both playing good basketball. And then I guess why don't we just do this? Is there anybody? I know you already shouted out Halliburton. Is there anybody in like the top tier MVPs that you want to get a little love in before we pivot to start taking some questions?
I would just maybe say Sabonis at 41 is one that you could probably squeeze in if you use, like one of those guys in the 20s that I don't mind.
How many games do they have?
They have 2, I think.
I'll pull. Sabonis has got a cap of 41 and project. Yeah, 2 games. He was pretty disappointing against Houston last night, and they play again tonight. So it was funny because as I was doing underdog drafts, I was slowing my pace down a little bit on them. But yeah, Sabonis. What I like about Sabonis is he's going to get you. If he doesn't get you 20 points, he gets you like 15 boards and like 5 assists. So he like saves you a little bit.
Yeah. So and then it's just Halliburton. Like if we're talking really up top for me, that I'd be pretty confident in playing this week.
Yeah, Hallie with 3 games. Like even if he only plays 2 of them, because I know he's been recovering from some. Well, not even recovering, but he's been. It seems like he's always questionable. I like that. Yeah, courtside saying I fit Sabonis into my contender. That's fire. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Time Lord Robert Williams got hurt last night. That was brutal to see. It looks like he's getting surgery. That really sucks. That really sucks. And poor Portland, who I mean, definitely poor Time Lord, but poor Portland for not trading him right away. But go Celtics, kid. All right, here we go. Like the stream, subscribe, hashtag Gillespie. We got 113 in here, 97 entrants. Just a reminder, as this number creeps up, if we hit 200 live viewers, it's a second rare tier giveaway. We're also up to 10,678 subscribers. We love to see that. Real quick, before we get into questions, I'm going to just take you through my lineups real quick. And then TSC, you can do that too if you would like. Let me go over. I got to tell you, if I had one, I don't like clicking the website on Sorare to get to like if you go to play, I don't like how this is how you get into your squads. Anyways, whatever. My limited contender, this is what I'm rocking with. We got Zion, DeAndre Ayton, Reggie Jackson, Zaire Williams, and Dorian Finney-Smith. This is fire, right?
Yeah, I like that. That.
God, just sex. All right, we go to the rare contender. This is where it's a little Gillespie heavy. So we got Ayton again, Mark Williams, Josh Giddey, Zaire Williams, and Connor Gillespie. Colin, I keep calling him Connor. I kind of wish I could get off. Actually, would you pivot from Giddey to PJ Washington now?
Well, that's tough. I don't know. Like Giddey's been so disappointing this year.
I know.
I was like, even when Shea didn't play, he sucked.
He was better with Shea in the game.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So I was just like kind of hoping that maybe he'd come back this week doing something better. I'd still probably
keep Giddey, right? I also don't love playing 2 guys who like kind of play the same position in Mark Williams and PJ. All right, rare champ, ready for this shit? Steph Curry, Kyrie Irving, Maxey, Zion, Colin Gillespie, baby. Gillespie.
You have Zion, Maxey, Irving, and Curry in a lineup.
Isn't that crazy? Let's go. That's winning sound. If this doesn't win anything this week, I'm quitting. I'm going to be a big ballers Maxey after this. How nervous are you for Gillespie? You hate it, right?
I hate it.
Yeah, I know. No one really likes it, but I do. And then my rare underdog is just my leftovers. I threw in Yuta, Biyombo, Malachi Flynn, Grant Williams, and then Vernon Carey, who I don't think is on a team right now. We're going to see if we can cash with 4. Yeah, Colin does. He's got like Malcolm Brogdon without, Malcolm Brogdon, Jesus. Oh my God. Why Mac McClung? He's got Mac McClung vibes without the athleticism. Yeah, bringing his old ball to the party. This is good. All right, Billy from Top Tier Projections. Also, shout out Top Tier Projections. Everybody go check them out. Billy said it's fire. So, yeah, they're gonna play Ibrahim. We've already got them rolled in. Yeah, let's do that, and then we'll get to questions. Were there any other? Let me refresh the underdog. You got it. You got that in front of you.
Yeah, we got RJ Barrett. That's in. Draymond Green is in. Jimmy Butler's available. The Keldon Johnson is on track to play. Those are the only updates that we didn't have already when we went over it.
All right. That's it. We've done all of our business. I will say we're at 122 now. We're getting there. We're almost at 200. I'll switch it up a little bit too. Whatever comes first. If we get to 10,700, 10,000. Yeah, 10,700. If we get 21 more subs or up to 200 live viewers, either way, that'll get you a second rare tier card giveaway. All right. Let's go. Let me see. Catch up on the chat. Dorian Finney-Smith or Tyus Jones? I feel like we haven't talked about Tyus Jones at all this year. Dorian Finney-Smith coming off a fire performance over the weekend. Actually, he didn't even do like blocks and rebound shit. He just kind of did. Wait, did I just share the wrong thing again? I did. I definitely did. Access expired. I feel like he like scored a bunch of points, but didn't actually do any of the stuff that he normally does. So I don't know. You have any hot takes on this?
I'd probably go Dorian Finney-Smith. Playing Milwaukee. So I don't know.
Yeah, I will
ride that train as long as it keeps going.
Yeah, I will say Tyus projects 1 point better for one less cap. But man, the game, they just suck, man. The Wizards suck, and at any point they could not play the fourth quarter. Michael Porter Jr. or D'Lo. So Russell projects, I think, a little bit better. He's got a cap of 25 and a projection of 34. Porter has a cap of 25 and a projection of 20, or just about 30. I just can't play D'Lo. Like in my heart of hearts, I don't want to do it, so I just play Porter. Are you with me on that, or where are you at?
Yeah, I hated that I put him in my video. I think I even said it when I when I did it. But I like MP. I like more Michael Porter Jr. there.
Isaiah Jackson just straight up not projecting. I don't know if he hasn't been playing. Has Isaiah? Because I know they've got Miles Turner, they got Jarvis Walker, and Jalen Smith who's been playing. So Felix, I don't even know. I don't even know if Isaiah Jackson's been playing. There you go, Borland. Enjoy Wolves and Celtics, baby. Enjoy.
Oh, nice.
Andre Drummond or Shamet face? I feel like we haven't talked about Shamet at all. He's on the Wizards. He's got a cap of 11 and a projection of 8. Drum Dog Millionaire. That seems to be the play. Cap of 14, projection of 15, right? No, you're not taking Shamet, right?
Well, did the Wizards have some guys out that didn't matter because it's
they Kispert and Denny were questionable, I think.
Yeah, they're still questionable. So I guess if you're thinking that Denny and Kispert both go out, then maybe. But
yeah, somebody has Curry or Tatum. So it looks like. Wait, where is it? It looks like. Oh yeah, Tatum projects a little bit better. They have a game against Minnesota. I forget, and their second game, I think it's against the Sixers. Steph also has 2 games. I feel like I'm leaning Tatum with what he's doing right now. What about you?
Yeah, I'd go Tatum.
Yeah. All right, cool. Torian Prince or Zaire Williams. Is Prince back in action tonight?
No, I think he's out. No,
I don't remember.
No, I think he's in the projected lineup.
He's in the projected lineup. All right, so fuck, man. Zaire's been pretty solid, and he's out there for a lot of minutes. I know Prince has been good in his time. He's got a cap of 15 and a projection of 18.9. Zaire projects, but I think I lean Zaire. What about you?
Yeah, I think Zaire has a higher ceiling.
Yeah, I do too. Bam. So Bam plays the Lakers. I'm a little bit nervous about Bam just because I think this is a pretty bad matchup. He's got a cap of 38 and projection of 36. I don't love the matchup against the Lakers, so I think I'm rooting for whatever his second game is. But I mean, if that's your best option, though, I think it's fine. Like he's going to be out there. It's not like he's not going to play. We already talked about Jalen Williams. We haven't talked about Jordan Clarkson yet. J-Dub projects. So again, J-Dub projects for 37 points, but that was before the SGA news. So let's ding it down to 33, excuse me. Are you taking J-Dub or Jordan Clarkson?
What do you ding that down to?
I took 4 points off of it. That was just me spitballing, though. I'm not a spreadsheet bro. I took it from 37 to 33.
That's pretty impressive from what I'm looking at over here.
Yeah,
I got a 32.6. So
yeah.
That's pretty good. I'd still take Jalen Williams.
Yeah, I would take J-Dub too. Jordan Clarkson's gotten off to a slump after carrying the Philippines on his back in FIBA World Cup. He's like slowed down a little bit. Jabari Smith, shout out Jabari Smith, who's actually he's doing well. Cap at 30, projection at 33.5. Buddy, I think this is Jabari for me. I feel like Jabari's got way more upside, right?
Yeah, he picks up some stocks and can easily get double-digit rebounds. So but again, doesn't really do that type of stuff. So
yeah, totally agree. All right, Silva says Bane 1 game or Bam 2 games. I'm taking Bane with 1. I don't care. I know you get a second game from Bam, but like Bane get 80 this weekend.
Yeah, he's making an argument for like an early MVP caliber on Silver, not MVP obviously.
Right. Yeah, I'm clipping this dude and flaming you on Twitter.
But yeah, I don't like it with 1 game. You never like it with 1 game.
Yeah, never
Especially, it's not really a longer slate because there's no games Tuesday, but people still have 3 games. So you never like when some people have 3 taking a 1, but sometimes that's the play. Gotta have the balls.
I think I'm going with Bane. I'm not even messing around with that. I just don't care. Halyard, I think it's in this exact order that you have it. And the only reason is because of the same love that I have for Cam Thomas, I have for Spencer Dinwiddie. They don't have the same ceiling, obviously, because Cam Thomas can just get you 30 points in 15 minutes. But Keegan Murray, struggling out the gate a little bit. Holy shit, Ryan Evans. Jordan Poole or Jalen Johnson?
Jalen Johnson.
I think it's Jalen Johnson, right?
Jalen Johnson. I can't believe that at the start of the year.
I know.
We'd be saying that right now, but
I think it's Jalen Johnson. Shout out, no dunks, probably like just slow clapping right now. Yeah, I think it's Jalen Johnson. I feel like you got a safer floor. I mean, Poole can obviously get you 60 at some point, but man, Miles Turner or Mikal Bridges. So Turner, we talked about a little bit, right? He's got a cap of 33 with a projection of 40. Mikal, he's got a cap of 32 and a projection of 38. We haven't seen the ceiling from Mikal yet this year. Where are you going with this one, TST?
How many games Turner have?
3. He's on the Pacers.
Oof. That might break it for me, but I'm playing Mikal Bridges this week though, so you're in a good spot if you're debating between the 2 of those.
Turner. I'm taking Turner. Killian Hayes. Dude, Killian Hayes sucks, man. It's Levine and Zeke Naji, dude. I'm not playing Killian Hayes. This isn't even close.
What's Naji's cap?
It's low. It's like 11, I think. That's off the top of my head. I haven't looked it up. Is Joker out? No, he's probable. What'd you say?
I would maybe play Craig and Levine together.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's not Killian Hayes, whatever it is. Franz and Duran or Westbrook and Branham. So we haven't talked about Branham yet. Devin Vassell, it sounds like, he's out tonight, but it sounds like he's not going to miss as much time as we thought. He's got his cap at 17 and projection of 20. I don't know what Russ is going to look like, and I want to watch this Clippers team first. So for me, it's like a clear Franz and Duran. What about you?
Yeah, even if Harden wasn't playing this first game, I'd still go those 2, I think.
There you go. Reese says I have 22 cap left in my limited champion. Cam, there you go. Cam is already in it. Who should I get? Mitchell Robinson projects well, but I don't trust him at all. Mitch Rob, Kobe White, Okongwu all project okay. I think, if you got a bag, if you want to drop some bags, Simmons, Bruce Brown, Jordan Poole, Malcolm Brogdon, Dylan Brooks, all of those guys. Anybody in that range, I think, is what I'm trying to do.
Jalen Johnson at 18.
Jalen Johnson at 18. There you go. Zyler says, how's Jakob projecting? Do you want to talk about Jakob at all?
Yeah, he's projecting well. I don't like him with 1 game. He's, they talked about running the offense through him, but it doesn't look good when they try to do it, and they kind of abandon that. And then he played really well in overtime, so his stats looked a little better in that game, but their big run was a lot with him on the bench last game. So one game I don't like, but he's still going to have some big games just from blocks, rebounds. His chemistry with Schroeder is pretty good though on the
God, I love Dennis Schroeder, huh?
Yeah.
How about Dennis Schroeder? We the North. He just need to get out of America. Wolf says Dame and Torrey Craig or Brolo and Dylan Brooks. You got to go the ceiling of Dame and Torrey Craig, right? I know Dame's been a little disappointing, but I just think ceiling all the time.
Yeah. Also, I don't know, Brolo, 3 games.
You need him to get 8 blocks again. That's the only way he does it.
Is Giannis sit out a game here? I don't know.
Maybe
start because he needs to rest. I don't know.
Maybe. I'm going Dame and Torrey Craig, but
I am as well.
Joe says Wiggins or Finney Smith. I cannot believe this is a question. But it is. Like, it really is. Wiggins has been so bad. I honestly think it's probably Dorian Finney-Smith now that Draymond has been ruled in, right? So, Andrew Wiggins has a cap of 21 and a projection of 23. I forget where Dorian Finney-Smith is, right above him. So, yeah, I mean, even Dorian Finney-Smith projects better. Isn't that nuts?
Yeah. Andrew Wiggins sucks.
Yeah. Patrick wants us to pick one of Jalen Duren, Brolo, or Tobias Harris. This honestly might be Tobias Harris. So Tobias, we haven't talked about it all. Is a cap of 28 and a projection of 34. Duren has a cap of 30 and a projection of 36. Okay. And then we didn't even look, and Brooke is right there. Cap. So it's definitely not Brooke. Man, early Duren was like crazy double doubles, right? I mean, and Tobias has been more active though. I don't know. What are you doing here in TST?
I think Dern has a little more of a ceiling, but Tobias Harris has a better chance of giving you a decent one.
Yeah, that's probably right. That's probably right. Taylor says, "Who's P SWAT? P SWAT and Kawhi, Peyton Watson. Is that Peyton Watson?
Ah,
Torrey Craig and Jalen Brunson. I don't know who Taylor. I can't answer this. I don't know who it is. Marco in here saying Maxey, Miles, Ayton, Aaron Gordon, and John Collins for champion. There we go. There we go. Billy, this is a good question. Generally speaking, do you think Jakob's upside is capped with Nurse gone?
No. I think generally speaking, he isn't fitting right now with what they want to do. They wanted more from him. If anything, it should have gone up, but it hasn't been working. So
yeah. Real quick, I'm just going to remind people, like the stream, subscribe, hashtag Gillespie right into the chat for our man Colin, baby. Get those dubs, Colin. We've got 110 entrants, 125 watching right now. Let's get this bitch up over 200. All right, let's go back to the questions and the projections here. Dame 3 games or Tyrese Maxey 2. Again, this is wild. I think it's Maxey.
Ooh.
I think I'm taking Maxey here, man. We have not, outside of that first game, right? That very first game, we saw Dame cook against the Sixers. We haven't seen it really since then. And Dame's been like turning the ball over a little bit more. He hasn't been getting like a lot of assists or anything. So he's going to cap a 42 and a projection of 45. Maxey, it looks like he does project better than Maxey. Maxey's got a cap of 40 and that's basically the same. Who are you taking?
Give me the extra game.
All right, so he's taking Dame. Well, I have testicles. I'm taking Tyrese Maxey. Franz Wagner or DeAndre Ayton. I'm not even going to look it up. Who do you want?
Franz.
Yeah, there we go. I miss the old play moment rank streams. JK Fam says, JK Fam, what's up, man? Is moment ranks alive? Thoughts on Melton? Melton's been pretty good. He hasn't been shooting the ball well, but he's got a cap of 20. Cap of 20 and a projection of 25. I don't know what Pirtle is. Pirtle projects a little bit better. I guess Pirtle's a little bit safer, right? Because he boards, right?
Yeah, he's definitely safer than Melton.
Oh man, this is right. We don't even have to ask this one because you must be so hard right now with Bane and Josh Richardson, right?
Yeah. I'm also I don't think Obi Toppin is good.
You don't think what? Oh yeah, Obi Toppin's not good. He's not good. Wait, hold on. Jared Magnuson in the house. Good to see you, Jared. Go Thunder Nation, baby. All right. Kid Nick, Donovan Mitchell with 1 game or Ant-Man with 2. I think it's got to be Ant-Man, right? I mean, I know Donovan can just score you 40 points, but I like 2 games from Anthony Edwards. Cap 48, projection of 44. Donovan. Yeah, Ant even projects better. Are you taking Ant with the extra game?
Yeah, I'll take Ant.
Oh my God, Kim, Sabonis or Şengün? It's got to be Sabonis, right?
Yeah, it's a bonus.
Yeah, it's got to be Sabonis. I mean, we love Şengün, but Kobe White or Christian Wood? Honestly, I think with Taurean Prince back, that might limit Christian Wood a little bit. Let's see what Christian. Cap of 22, projection of 20. Yeah, Kobe White projects better, but man, neither of those feel good in my heart.
And I don't know. Kobe White's going to eventually shoot the ball, not terribly, right?
Mm-hmm. That's true. That is true. AJ Lee says DJJ. Who's DJJ?
Derek Jones Jr.
Oh, Derek Jones Jr., Angles, and Kuminga. Pick 2 of those, TST.
Ooh. I gotta go Ingles Kaminga.
Wow, yeah, I think I'm with you. Thoughts on Walker Kessler Ranger this week? All right, let's see what Walker coming off a pretty bad game the other night. Shout out Borland, go Wolves. Cap at 26 with a projection of 20. I mean, I love the thing about Walker Kessler is that he's going to rebound and block, and if you run into a night where he scores a bunch, hell yeah. But ride it right there. You go. That's the analysis. Mark Williams or Grant Williams. So Mark only has one game. Shut up, Mark Williams. Turn the ship around his last two games. Two big nights in a row. Grant Williams continues to shoot the ball well. I lean big Mark Williams because it's on brand for me. I don't. But what about you?
Yeah, I like Mark Williams there.
All right, cool. I know I'm pretty behind on the chat, I think. Any word on when Fox will be back? I haven't heard anything yet. Alberto says KD, SGA, LeBron, or Trey for your second slot next to Luka. This is a fun one.
So we got to take into cap a little bit here, right? If we're talking second slots.
I guess, but it sounds like he's ready to go.
Pretty close, right?
I'm just going to, off the top of my head, man, I love SGA. He's like one of my favorite players to watch right now. But Kevin Durant scored 70-plus points in those last two games. And Devin Booker's already been ruled out Wednesday. Bradley Beal is the back of an 85-year-old. I think I'm going to continue to rock with KD.
Yeah, I'd probably go KD.
What happened here with the sheets? Hold on one second. Okay. Hold on 1 second, guys. While we did I switch something up here?
It's just when they get sorted. Maybe he's updating them.
All right. All right. Keep the questions coming. I'm going to stop sharing that because it's not helpful at the moment. Wood or Okongwu both with 22 in 2 games. That's Christian Okongwu all day for me. Is that the same for you?
I don't know. Okongwu, has he been good this year? Yeah, has he had a
he's still been pretty solid.
Yeah, okay. Okongwu. I just can't really say Christian Wood.
Yeah, I don't think I'm ever. You could say like Christian Wood or your aunt. I'm like, my aunt can bowl.
Yeah, low cap on your aunt.
Low cap. What is Biombo was projecting pretty good, so he had a cap of 11 and projection of 19, I believe. We still don't know who or what the injury is on Xavier Tillman. So stay tuned with that. But he is projecting pretty well right now. I was right. It was Peyton Watson. There you go, Taylor. Let's see. What else? Let me catch up. 2-player combo. I like it. Yeah, that's a good way to ask that question. Jimmy Buckets and Jeremy Sohan. Is this Mo Wagner or Franz? It's got to be. Is that Mo? Is it so Butler and Sohan or Paolo and Mo or Franz? I don't know if it's Mo or Franz.
What's Sohan's cap is 26. So it's probably Franz.
Yeah, Paolo and Franz. I want Paolo and Franz. Jimmy's been like a little slow out the gate.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me see. Kid Nick says, what about Cam? Is Cam Whitmore getting run right now? I know he's got a -1 cap, but I haven't seen a Cam Whitmore highlight since preseason. Evan in the chat said, someone dropped Scoot in my league. Do I try to pick him up off waivers? Yeah. Store him. Like, I wouldn't play him right now, but if you have a bench spot, yeah. All right, pick one. Jalen Duren versus it's Triple J, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Triple J, like Jaylen Brown, they need to decide it's Jaylen Brown's night.
Porzingis out.
Yeah.
Eric White.
Is he out?
Well,
we don't know if he's out yet, right?
Possibly out,
Yeah. We haven't talked about Christian Brown at all yet. Hold on. Let's see if the sheets have been rectified yet here. They have not. Okay.
If it's just the 3 up top, there's not really a problem, eh? It's just because they don't have a cap in there. So when you sort it, they're there.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Sorry. Thank you. I was trying to scroll up and I was so confused. All right. Christian Brown, cap of 18 and projection of 18.5. That actually feels a little low. I don't trust Goga. I would go Brown. I think in that order.
Yeah.
You have a different take now?
No.
All right. Let's see. Anything else? Trying to catch up here. Maxey, Sabonis, or Bane for contender. Contender. Oh man, I feel like Maxey has 2 games, right? Bane has 1.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I have no idea.
Maxey, Bane, Sabonis.
Can you believe it? Sabonis is 3rd. I have it Bane, Maxey, Sabonis, but same. Gnome, what's up, Gnome? Would you play Reggie or Mo? It's Reggie. Reggie for me, right?
Reggie.
Yeah, Reggie. Andy, yeah, definitely. Franz Wagner or Kuz.
What's Kuz saying these days?
I know we haven't talked about Kuz at all. Let's see. Got a cap of 35, projection of 34. God, I feel like you know what I'm real nervous about? So Franz has a cap of 30 and projection of 34 as well. So it saves you a couple cap points. My concern with Kuzma is that the Wizards are down 40.
Mm-hmm.
And then he doesn't play the 4th quarter.
He's got 2 games.
Yeah. All right, then probably Kuz. That's close. That's a tough one, Melv. Evan, bench 1. Gafford, Looney, or Bobby? Man, I think it's Bobby.
Yeah, he does have 3 games. So
that's true. That is nice.
But I would maybe bench Gafford. Like he's dealing with an injury or something right now. We don't.
Yeah, slow to come back. That's fair. That's fair. If you're just joining, you can see the comment on the bottom there and the ticker, right? So like the stream, subscribe. You got to subscribe in order to qualify for this bad boy. And then all you got to do is put hashtag Gillespie into the chat. Also, Jeb with the best news of the day. No SGA minute limit restriction. Baby. All right. Yeah. Like the stream, subscribe, hashtag Gillespie. We have 117 entrants, 130 of you here. Reminder, we need like 55 more people to get in here or so. A little bit more than that. 70. It's 70 on the dot. If we get 70 more people in here in the next 15 minutes, we're giving away 2 rare tier cards. So go share this shit on Twitter. Let's get us up over there. All right. DeAndre Hunter, a buddy head. Man, DeAndre Hunter, I feel like we haven't mentioned his name this year.
Yeah. Like I feel like Sadiq Bey and Jalen Johnson have just
surpassed him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's still out there. I'll pull up the projections just for shits and cackles. So he's playing with a right pinky finger dislocated. Maybe that's part of it. That's all I need to hear, guys. It's Buddy Hield. It's Buddy Hield. Jaden Springer or fucking Korkmaz. Korkmaz. Sorry, Cork. All right, Springer has a cap of 6 and a projection of 9. Korkmaz, cap of 8. All right, Springer projects a little bit better and you save cap. You go Springer there?
Yeah.
Do you guys think Maxey plays the whole game after going up 50 on the Wizards in 1/2? Well, luckily we got 2 games, baby. No, he won't play the whole game if they go 50. I don't
know. It's Nick Nurse.
It is Nick Nurse. That's true. It is Nick Nurse. Although we saw against the Suns, Embiid only played 3 quarters, which I was stunned by. What's the NBA Jet, right?
Yeah.
Or So Rare Jet? So Rare
NBA Jet.
Yeah, So Rare NBA Jet. There you go. Tatum or Shea Gilgeous? Now that we know SGA doesn't have a limits restriction on him, where are you going?
I'll be a homer. SGA, baby.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take Tatum. Maybe we get lucky with the Porzingis injury and Tatum rebounds a little bit more than he normally does, but I think I'm going Tatum. Paul, what's up, Paul? Says, which pair for limited champ? Scotty Barnes and Zubac. Tobias Harris and Brolo. Kyrie, and I'm not going to say Obi Toppin. Kyrie and Dyson Daniels. Honestly, I think both the highest ceiling and the highest floor is A. What do you think there? Barnes and Zubac?
Give me Barnes and Dyson Daniels.
Wow. How about Paul? TST said, how about fuck your letters? I'm going to give you my own.
The write-in ballot.
You got well, hey, don't forget to vote tomorrow if you're in America, or even if you're not in America. I know a guy
What elections do you guys have tomorrow?
Just like, local prelims, voting for mayor and city council fucks and stuff like that. Yeah, we're always voting. We always be voting. Charles, limited underdog. We got Oh, wait, Porzingis is playing. Halyard, is that confirmed or are you just on vibes? Charles says his underdog is Tobias Harris.
He's available.
Oh, let Porzingis cook, baby. Although never forget his past and what he did in New York. He should be held accountable for his sexual assault actions. Allegedly. All right. Tobias Harris, Jonathan Cumbuckets, Aaron Holiday, B-Ball Paul, Max Christie. It's a sexual lineup. I like that one.
Talk much about underdog lineups.
I know that is true. Courtside is rolling out he said Maxey and Dyson or Sabonis and Beasley. I disagree with Malik Beasley being good, so I can never pick him.
Eesh. 3 games, though.
Yeah. All right, it's probably Bees.
Yeah.
Fine. It's Beasley. What else we got? Never forget Porzingis. Christie's projected for 21 minutes. There you go. Yeah, bump it up. Go Max Christie to the moon. All right, you firing your last minute questions. TST, why don't you tell us who are you sweating today in your lineups? And why don't you give us a hint for what's on deck content-wise over in the TST?
What are my lineups that I'm looking to do well? Because it's never the ones that I think, so probably doesn't matter. What we got going? Limited contender. I got Dyson Daniels, Torrey Craig, Scotty Bonds,
nice,
Reggie Jackson, and Paolo.
Ooh, Paolo. That's a good. You won a Paolo, right? Did you win a Paolo? Is that a reward?
No, I think I bought a Paolo like one of my first purchases.
Man, he woke up, man. Those after just being dog doo for a while, he woke up those last couple of games. Good to see.
And then in my limited champion, I got Jokic.
Nice.
SGA.
Nice. Whoa.
Franz, Kevin Looney, Malcolm Brogdon.
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
These are good lineups.
Yeah, not bad. What am I doing with rare contender? Rare contender, Torrey Craig, Nurkic, Zach LaVine, Covington, and just an absolute swing in the dark, Chris Middleton.
Nice lineup, but no Gillespie. Nice try, dude. L.
Rare champion, I got Giannis, Jabari Smith Jr., Clint Capella, Evan Mobley, and Mikal Bridges.
I love it.
Yeah, so
that's solid. All right, you're probably going to do better than me, but whatever.
Over on the channel, getting my game week previews going as normal now until I go on vacation, and then gonna get maybe some other different stuff if I can get them out before Wednesday. If I get over this sickness a little bit, I'm thinking of doing a little bit of a MVP video, looking at making my own MVP rankings, because that's probably the most common question I get. If you're buying an MVP, who would you buy? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So going to work on some rankings, got some spreadsheets in the background, looking into that. And then should have some other fun stuff out on Twitter, like the cardio club and stuff like that coming out in future game weeks.
Yeah, it's been great. Make sure you go check out TST stuff. I just want to plug a couple of other people's shit too before, and then we're going to get to a few more questions too. Just want to make sure we hit some things. If you guys aren't following actually Jeb Bush on YouTube, go check him out. He's been doing So Rare content every game week, dropping some good like buy low, sell high stuff. So go check out actually Jeb Bush. Obviously, we've been using Momentum Labs projections, so go sign up for them. I believe it's like $9 a month. Get you access to all of this so you don't have to just do it during live before lock. I also want to shout out Top Tier Projections. They have kind of like a gated community over there because they don't want to let too many people in, because if everybody has access, where's the advantage? But so go check out Top Tier Projections as well too while they're still letting people in. Shout out Billy Jackson. He's been doing a great job over there. One other thing too, with So Rare Data on Thursday, me and Andrew Laird, and I think another special guest as well. We're going to be on the Sorare NBA channel for the Giannis Unique auction, similar to what we did on Sorare Data NBA's channel for Wemby when it went for like $1 million last week. We're going to do the same thing for Giannis. This one won't have the same amount of hype, obviously, because it's not a rookie, it's not Wemby, and also Giannis already has a Unique on the market, so it's not the same thing, but it should be a lot of fun. So go check that out. And for Team Hold, if this is your first time here, thank you for hanging out. We do live before lock Mondays and Fridays. We have special guests like TST. We have our guy Ghost. We're going to have to get our guy Gnome on here soon. But every Monday and Friday at 5:30, we do this. We give away rare cards from my collection. So the least you can do is just show up and hang out while I bleed money because I don't win any cards anymore. So check that out. Also, our guy George St. Ledger from the Swingman Pod. He and I are recording our first video on Wednesday. That should be up on Thursday. So there's a lot of fun content going on. Appreciate everyone being here. Let's hit a couple more questions and then we'll get out of here. Also Germ. So YNWA, who spent millions of dollars, who spent 100 plus K on Wemby, immediately won a Jokic super rare with it and said he got back 13%, which is like awesome.
And cash, like $1,000.
Cash. Yeah, it was awesome. All right, let me make sure I didn't miss anything over here. We talked about Goga a little bit. He's fine. If you already have him, he's fine. I wouldn't go buy him. Kappa 19 that's basically where his ceiling's probably 25. So Moses Moody or Gary Payton. Actually, let's check the sheets for that one. That's pretty close. I actually think it's Moody here. I want to say Gary. Gary's going to cap a 17. Oh, yeah. Gary projects 2 points better and less of a cap. So there you go. Gary with a 16.7 projection. Moody with a 14.2. There you go. Dave's running out. AD, Van Fleet, Randall, Bridges, and Jones Jr. That's nice. Maddie and his limited contenders got Zion, Mark Williams, Giddy Okogie, and who? Stanley Umudier. Dave. All right, Dave. I'm saying all your lineups, dude. Brown, Yang, Drummond, Zeke, and Highsmith. Okay. Oh, that's the underdog. That's actually pretty nice. Let's see. Did I miss anything else? No, we got everybody. So here you go. All you got to do is like the stream, subscribe, hashtag Gillespie into the chat. We're going to give this thing away here in 1 second. Also, for non-so-rare related content, we do the NBA bit every morning at 9 a.m. Every morning at 9 a.m. We go over last night's NBA action. We do a lot of degen gambling stuff. So just come hang out. We do that every day. We had a fun conversation today. You would have liked it, TST, redrafting the NBA 2021 draft and how Scotty Barnes and Cade are probably 1A, 1B with Mobley clearly in third. But the question I had is, where does Jalen Green go now? Because when you think about that draft, Franz Wagner, Josh Giddey, Cam Thomas?
Nah.
You still take Jalen Green over Cam Thomas? What about Austin Reeves?
I mean, people will take Jalen Green ahead of him, but you're probably in a better spot if you have Austin Reeves.
Şengün?
I'd take Şengün over him.
Jalen, and the teammates, which is hilarious. Jalen Johnson also in that draft.
Oh, that's interesting.
Right?
That's a fun draft now.
I know. And then it's like Davion Mitchell went to the Kings. But anyways, yeah, so go check that out. We do stupid shit like that every day. Click all the links, join the Discord, all that stuff. Pablo said first one this season I can make live even for the last 15 minutes. Hell yeah, Pablo. Make sure you already did. I was going to say, make sure you can still win even if you show up late. Anything else? Can we get out of here? You want to give this thing away? All right, let's get out of here. I don't think, hopefully we get no. What'd you say?
Spin that shit.
Spin that shit. Here we go. If you win, shoot me a DM at Mike Zakarian or in the Discord. Just tweet at me. I'll find it. The Hoggy.
Ooh.
The Hoggy 97. Look at you, Hoggy, getting that ace.
Yeah. That's a winner there.
It's probably like his mom and his aunt. Like, get that ace, Hoggy. Get that ace. Oh, man. All right. Best of luck to everybody this game week. I look forward to coming back here on Friday and complaining about how Colin Gillespie got 2 DNPs. I hope Jamal Murray gets healthy soon. But until then, let you cook, Colin. For TST and myself, congrats. And get that ass, Hoggy.